Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Yes, I'm redoing this video because somebody from the viewers of my video asked me what a day's award, who are those who nominate and ask for day's award. You said you did not understand the video, you did not understand what the day's award is. And the questions, I'm answering the questions that you asked. Yes, who nominates? This is the form for nomination for the day's award. The form talks of nominate and ask for extraordinary work. Nominate a nurse for extraordinary work. I hope all of us know what a nurse is. Nurses are people who are nurses are health workers who care for you in the hospital. The form says, thank you for taking the time to thank your nurse. Thank you for taking the time to thank your nurse. And the Daisy Award was started by the Daisy Foundation, which was established by the family of Patrick Barnes after he died from complications of the autoimmune disease in 1999. During his hospitalization, the Barnes family deeply appreciated the care and compassion shown to Patrick and his entire family when he died. They felt compelled to say thank you to nurses in a very public way. Please say thank you by sharing your story of how a nurse made a difference in your life that you'll never forget. This is either a patient, the forms are on the wards, and the patients fill and hand them to the in charges of the wards, who finally sit down and find out which nurse has got more submissions from patients. Now, my issue of contention was Uganda. It is Asha Wilson Owere who was nominated this year. And I've been questioning Ugandans, or the nurses in Uganda, that how come you gave Asha Wilson Owere a day's award, not a nurse? Is Asha Wilson Owere a nurse? And yes, you can see here, Uganda, it is Asha Wilson Owere, Chairman, National Organization of Trade Union. The United States has a nurse. So where is the science where Uganda gives a day's award to Owere? Now, this tells you how much we have gone low. But at the same time, it tells you that some of the mistakes that are made, for example, by nurses, are now corrected by a clinical officer like me. And I was emphasizing that the mistakes that were made by Oledo can be corrected by nurses, or can be corrected by clinical officers, by me. You have seen how passionate I'm debating on the issues of doctors kneeling. And it doesn't stop there. For example, atrocities, torture. You saw Ekchiwanuka go to Netherlands, was it Switzerland, and had no report. But every torture victim passes through hospital. Every gunshot wound passes through the hospital. We have just seen Katumba Wamala give us a road traffic report on the number of people who have got accidents. How come we don't get reports from the hospital on the number of people who have been shot? In a country where guns are in the church, in a country where guns are in hospitals. I have been in Uganda before, I have worked in Uganda before, and I've been chasing soldiers away from the wards with AK-47s. So in a country where guns are everywhere, how come we don't get a report of gunshots or torture from hospitals or from Ministry of Health like Katumba has given us that one on the road? I'm trying to bring out all these things so that you see why the Oledos are being fronted. You will find that time will come when you can't say somebody was shot and it will be a gunshot wound, it will be a road traffic accident, they will call it. maybe some of the accidents now Katumba is reporting could be torture. Didn't you see that? Somebody claimed that Noop picked a road traffic accident and they presented that person as a torture victim. But that is going to happen in Uganda very soon with the kind of attack that we are seeing on the medical profession. It requires, I saw Professor Maswa come up, you know, he's a distincted medical worker. Those days medicine looked like Professor Maswa, Dr. Kiriawire, Mr. Tamare, Dr. I can't remember all the doctors, but when you mentioned it, you just know the Professor Salis, these were distincted doctors. So if time comes when we report a road traffic accident, a gunshot wound as a road traffic accident, Ugandans will be buried. Ugandans we are gone. So it's going to take all of us, especially the medics. The nurses are quiet, and that's why I'm saying look at a mistake in the nursing. The Days Award. The Days Award is a nurses award, but it's to Asha Wilson Owere. So tell me how Asha Wilson Owere will allow nurses to say anything. And yet these are interrelated professions that when doctors are messing up, nurses are correcting it, and if nurses are making up, doctors are, and clinical, you know, it is interrelated. But the rest of the team are quiet. They are quiet. They are quiet. But the reason why they keep quiet are this message you are seeing. So I want Ugandan nurses to explain why. I am speaking as a medical clinical officer who works with the nurses. How do you explain this form which is very clear that says nominate a nurse, and you nominate an Owere who is chairman Notu? I hope that explains everything properly, because somebody was concerned that my explanation was not good. They didn't understand what a Days Award is. Thank you for listening, and good morning on my sides.